Hello, everyone. Welcome to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I'm glad you've decided to join us tonight. If you are new to the platform, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So, guys, we're going to finish up this election business here, right now, tonight. Last night, we came and the EOJ hadn't finalized everything yet. So we kind of came with what we knew. But tonight, the EOJ has spoken. They have declared who won the local government election and who did not. However, there's still a lot of delusion going on. As you can see here in the title, we are going to show you those delusional people and behavior. We're going to do a little psychoanalysis tonight as well on the people who are doing those things. And we're going to talk about what this unprecedented moment means for Jamaica because we have never seen this in the history of our country where election takes place and people decide they're going to undermine the EOJ and put out their own opinion over what we know as facts coming from the people who are responsible and who spends millions, if not billions of dollars to carry out these elections. So make sure you tag somebody and please give the live a thumbs up. Let people know we're here. It's 6:39 p.m., 6:40 now. We're usually here around 7 p.m. But, I figure because I didn't come on, when was it? I think Wednesday. I would be nice and come on a little early tonight. So tag somebody, guys, and share the live. Um, I'll come back to you in just a second. I see that you guys were here talking way earlier. I didn't really get to read everything, but we'll go through it. Let me eel up my people. Them here. How are y'all doing? Yeah, big up on yourself. Thank you for being back. We had a very good discussion last night. Make sure now like it up. Make sure now share it. This is the place to be, guys, for all your political news, reviews, and updates. No water down something over here, so. Yes, no water down something. Truth I always talk over here, so. Right? This is our space here, so. Our space, meaning say, when I'm a big man and a big woman in the back, I tell you what to do or what to say. And them something. They understand, guys? So present on yourself and get comfortable. Rock and come in. Silent listeners, good night. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. All right, so may I try. I'm gonna try to be as professional as possible because when you're dealing with people like these guys, it really shows us that I'm not good here. But what we have right now happening in Jamaica, we have seen many elections, both local and government, and we have never seen anybody claiming victory when they did not win. And this is what people talk about when they talk about Trumpism. I remember a couple of years ago I was in Italy and I was talking to some people, at breakfast at the hotel. And during that time, election was going on in Italy. And there were people who were trying to behave like Trump and doing those kind of things. And we were talking about it and we said, boy, this man's style and behavior, it's not just in the confines of America. There are people around the world who are just like that. But because we as a collective, we don't tolerate that type of behavior. We consider that to be antisocial. But with Trump legitimizing it, you have more people feeling more comfortable doing those kind of things. And, people who don't concede to elections, people who behave that kind of way, guys, they are very dangerous and they should never be in the leadership of any country because they're so unpredictable and they do not follow the rules. Even when they tell others to follow the rules, in their own behavior, they don't demonstrate following the rules. And the perfect example of the damage that they cause, look at the People's National Party. It is because they did not have the respect and the decency to concede to an internal election why the PNP is like it is now. I'm going to show you for the first time on this platform. I'm going to share with you the leak of what they did when they refused to concede. But before I go any further on this topic tonight, I'm going to ask you to just invite some people, and I'll give you guys a minute or two to do so. And then I'll come back and show you the final results, and I'll show you how the country is responding to what the EOJ said, and how the government side is responding, and how the opposition. I don't even feel comfortable calling them the opposition. I really don't, because they're not an opposition, and I've been telling you guys that they are nothing but a hostile, vicious, anti-democratic cult. That's all they are, guys. And I have been saying this for quite some time. These people should not be considered politicians because they're not. All right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and like up a live and share the live and them something there. Um, give me just 60. Yeah, give me just 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Yes, guys. So we're gonna get Liz in here. Um, I spoke with her earlier, notified her that we're gonna give her a call, and she's gonna join us. Let us see who they here. Anybody new here? If you're new here, put up your hand. Yes, if you're new here, put up your hand. Welcome, Marva. Good night. My friend, Mr. Malcolm, the Jamaican people wants change in how Jamaica is being governed. The people wants money in their pockets and bank accounts. The people show the government that they, the people, is the power. My friend, I think you're a little misinformed here because the people did not show the government anything, really. I mean, it was not a general election, first thing. And the second thing is, the government had a majority of 7 to 5. That is according to the EOJ. So I'll be showing you that in just a second. Let me just go through the comments here. And to be honest, let us say that my friend here, Mr. Malcolm, was right. Let us say that the people want change and they want money in their pockets. And when I say the people want change, guys, there's always room for improvement. What I'm talking about is the choices that they have. Andrew Holness's administration versus these cult people in the PNP. The people, if they wanted change, and this was a change for them, my friend Mr. Malcolm, then you would have seen more than 29% of the electorate come out. What you're saying about people power, it is a very serious thing and a very powerful thing. When people decide that they want change and they really see the change and they want it, them not come out 29%. Them not come out with a little bit of people. Them a come out whole heap. You have to full, enough people like ants, you would have seen at least, at the very least, a 60% turnout. You did not see that. What does that tell you? Tell me in the comment, my friend Malcolm. What did that tell you? If the people them did see the change what them want, you know, feel say them would have come out on the PNP or the cult, whatever they are. You don't think that they would have given the government a landslide? Based on what you're saying, that's what we should have seen. We should have seen that landslide on a Monday, but we did not see that. Now, I am going to explain the results. I think that the beef you're cooking for the party is not cooking. Who is this person? Joseph Hewitt. Joseph Hewitt, I don't even like red meats. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? And if you come here to be an antagonist, um, this may not be the channel for you. Hold on there, guys. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. All right, yeah. So, let's see who else is here. Christchurch, good night. All I'm saying is that the election is a temperature check. There are obvious things that needs to fix. Absolutely. There's always room for improvement. Nobody's going to disagree with that. Labor right didn't go out to vote, neither did PNP. 29% is really it's really a disgrace if you ask me. I don't care if it's local government or general election. When 70 odd percent are your electorate stay at home and now vote, there is something wrong. There are things to be fixed. And anybody who is unbiased and anybody who can think logically, they wouldn't say otherwise. They wouldn't act like everything is, awesome, because it's not. But we must also recognize that for the fact that you have 70 odd percent stayed away from the polls, they didn't just stay away because of anything other than the fact that they do not see the change that they want. And that is obvious, and that's how we look at outcomes and data and things like that, right? People want money, yes, but not through handout. You have to work for what you want. Also, if we don't have money in the economy, what should we give on? Jamaica has 1 and 13. Okay. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Let me just acknowledge the people who are here. John Black, good night. Good night. Jamaica is a developing country, guys. We must always remember that, and we should have been far ahead right now in our national development, but we are not. And why is that? We can have an extensive discussion about that. And I don't really like to play the blame game. I like to just point out the facts. And if the cap fit and the shoes fit, my love, then anybody can wear it. But we've had a lot of shortfalls since independence in the where we are going as a country, right? So, and I am not opposed to change either. I am not opposed to change because we can't just have one governmental go on. So, when PJ Patterson was in office, I don't believe nobody must come and stay a third term. I don't believe in that. Just like how America's system is, you only get 2 shots at it, and after that, you need to come down now. That's how I feel. But that's not the case in Jamaica. You can go on and on and on. And that's just what we do. You understand? But the change, the people them a come now say, them a bring change, and them cannot set up as basic, a simple example, such as accepting the defeat of an election. then that is not a change that my country and our country needs, right? So we have to be careful, and we have to acknowledge that these people, they are not politicians, they are just a hostile group, and their action in what they did to their party, it should tell you what all you need to know. All right, so yeah, I've already blocked that person. They're on the wrong channel. And I keep telling people like those, this channel is not for everybody. No, do content that you want to hear and them something there and go there. Nobody not begging nobody to come over here, sir. We want to enjoy and have a moment over here. And this channel will belong to whosoever find it to be appealing. Then okay, but we don't want no distraction, no problems. All right, I cannot take this call right now. The labor right got comfortable, hence they did not go out and vote. Yes, so we see a lot of that sometimes, Dion. Sometimes people look at a situation, for example, with Andrew Holness being there, and if I must be honest, as I am, Andrew Holness has lost some popularity over the years. Wanna tell me in the comment if you don't agree with me. Because some people can be objective, and some people cannot talk truth. I don't like and I don't want to see these tyrants leading our country, but at the same time, I can be objective and I can be truthful in saying that the government has lost some popularity over time. And again, we can debate on that, we can discuss that at another time. But to see that the so-called opposition can capitalize on that, as I said, them should have really sweep the local government election. Yeah, them should have sweep it. With the fact that Andrew Holness has become a little unpopular, him still more popular than them, still more likable than them. So them should have really sweep it. And if you look at all the polls from 2020 to date, he has been leading this opposition, so-called opposition leader. No doubt about that. So for the fact that they cannot capitalize and they cannot get the people them to come out, what does that tell you? But guys, let us also don't forget the fact that the last local government election in 2016, the turnout was only 30%. Okay? The voter turnout was 30%, and we had one of the most popular prime minister in office at the time, Portia Simpson Miller. So if we really want to see as a Jamaican people more people coming out and participating in local government elections, then we need to make some major changes. We first have to educate the people and get them to understand what local government is about. And then they may come out more. The PMP have come out of the election in the more favorable position, but it is disingenuous to say they won. The PNP is not using whatever gains they have made well. Okay, Damien, thank you for that opinion. Sonia, good night. You are exactly right, JPU. It is disappointing to see the amount of people who did not vote. If you do not participate, then you have no voice and you have no right to complain. Yes, true. Carl. Yeah, man, I'll call Liz early because she has a lot to say. I spoke with her briefly earlier. The JLP 17. Okay. Yeah, me I'll put up the numbers and show no. I finally get to. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Welcome. Guys, if you're just joining, please give the live a like and a share. Blessed evening, my beautiful Jamaican people. The name of the game is the power of the people. Every time, every time. They never took it seriously. You come before me, I know. Hi, good night, everyone. Guys, if you're just joining, Welcome. Thank you for being here. Silent listeners, welcome. Thank you for joining. If you have not subscribed, guys, please hit the subscribe button. And let me just go to the screen. I'll show you what go on. So, first thing to acknowledge, we have never seen this kind of thing in Jamaica before. This is definitely unprecedented, right? We have never seen a situation where people lose and they're making up their own facts, which is not facts, it's an opinion that they won, right? So the EOJ came out, guys, and the EOJ basically said that this is the final count. The Jamaica Labour Party, 7, the People's National Party, which is being led by this cult within, it has 5. But they have refused to accept that, right? You have people like this one, insisting that they won. And this one, he makes up his own numbers. He says PMP wins 7. So basically, what the EOJ said, this is the EOJ's report. Press release. What is sure, computer? Yeah. So the EOJ comes out in a press release today. Or was it yesterday? Oh, yeah, this must have been drafted yesterday. Yeah. So it says final count complete for all electoral divisions. JLP 1 in 7 parishes, PNP in 5. Kingston and St. Andrew tied with 20 seats each. PNP won most divisions, and the mayor of the municipal of Portmore. Okay? So, where in this do they come up with 7, and who gives them the right to be making up their own number? I mean, this is unbelievably ridiculous, right? You have journalists in the country like what's your name? Andrea Chisholm. Say Andrea Chisholm. This was them protesting. This was them protesting at the EOJ. I believe it was yesterday or day before, saying that they want the EOJ to come out and come announce. I mean, this is the kind of things that they do, right? And therefore, we have to liken them to Donald Trump, who said that he won an election when he didn't, and who said he's not going to concede and he will never concede, right? And this kind of tyranny does not belong in Jamaica. And here they go. Yes, PNP won the 2024 local government election. PNP celebrates resounding victory in Jamaica. Now, guys, wanna tell me if these people are righted. Tell me if these people are righted. Tell me if these people are fit, mentally fit to lead a country, to be in charge of the people's affairs, to be trusted with the people's affairs. Wanna tell me? What they're saying is they don't give a shit what the EOJ says. You know how much money it costs to run a local government election? Whole heap. And when the EOJ carry out them job, right? You know how much them get paid, each of them, especially, you know, those who sit on the EOJ, you know how much money them get paid? Annually, they get quite a handsome amount, including this one. And so they come out and undermine the EOJ. And when they do these things in front of the Jamaican people, they make the people hostile or feel hostile toward the EOJ. Just like when I see people tearing down the Integrity Commission, I say that's dangerous. You don't do that. We do not want to divide our people any further. We do not want politics, not politics, but politicians to come out here undermining our institutions, our political institutions, the people who are in charge of our elections, our integrity bodies. We don't want to see that in our country. We don't want to be divided any more than we already are. And this is what these people bring. And I want you to listen to Mark Golding. Tell the journalist the other night at the HQ, he's not conceding. Listen.
Just for clarity, you're conceding that overall the JLP has won the local government that you've increased the number of seats that you've won.
I'm telling you, we have won.
Just for clarity, you're conceding that overall the JLP has won the local government that you've increased the number of seats that you've won.
I'm telling you, we have won.
This was him at the HQ on Monday night. While the EOJ was still carrying out their job, he was at the HQ, and the journalist, of course, went up there and spoke with him. And the man asked him, are you conceding that the JLP, so far, based on the numbers we had, 7-4, since he's celebrating, okay, since he's celebrating, is it a fair question to ask him, are you conceding that it is the government who won since we're all celebrating, since they have the majority? He says, no, I'm not conceding anything because we're celebrating, because we won. He is the one who went out there and started undermining the EOJ as they were doing their count very early, very early. So the criteria for winning a local government election, he decides he's not going to follow. He's not going to follow it because it doesn't apply to him. And this is the kind of thing that comes out of his mouth, and why when people say what they are and who they are, we must believe them.
Your party needs you now. It's time to step up and get busy and get wicked on them too. Right, you think this thing out of easy?
Him basically tell the people them what he meant from 2020. That video I just showed you is from 2020. Step up, get busy, get wicked upon them. Labor right now, go give up this so easy. What do you mean? What do you mean? This is not something that you just give up or take away. We are a democracy. And so the people are the ones who decide, not the labor rights, not the PNP. The people of Jamaica, they decide. So this man has it all twisted. Now you tell me, Andrew Holness has lost elections before, guys. If Andrew Holness had lost at any point in his political career, if him did lose and come out and come arrogant and talk about say him don't win, him don't lose and him win a rare, would we accept that as a Jamaican people? Hell no. We would we would have dog walk Andrew Holness if him come do that something there. We know it. Andrew Holness know it. Because as a Jamaican people, and that's why I keep saying, Mark Golding was not raised like us. He's not cultured like us. We were not raised to do that, to do what he's doing. We were not raised with this sense of entitlement that we undermine our institutions. We were raised from we're young to respect authority, respect rules, right? And carry ourselves decent. That's it. I don't know about you guys, but I am almost 100% sure So we all share the same upbringing. That's all our people them. Grandparents, parents, auntie, uncle, everybody. That is how they grow with. So Andrew Wallace would never come do a thing like that. Peter Phillips, Portia Simpson Miller, down to PG, nobody wouldn't come do a Mark Golding do. Undermining the EOJ. How do you get off doing that? He was not raised Jamaican. Both of his parents, two British people. That's how they raised him. I didn't know I didn't know his parents. But guys, if you want to know how people parents raise them, look on the picnic them. Because 99.9% of the time, all the parents groom them. Nobody in Jamaica never can do this yet, guys. Nobody has ever done that. We don't want Jamaica to go into a state of tyranny. The PNP is to be blamed for this man because they allowed him and Bunting to get away with their tyranny instead of expelling them from the party. When Norman Manley was around and people within tried to undermine and do that kind of thing. I mean, it wasn't as bad as Bunting and Golden did, but they just kindly, got rid of them from out of the party. And that's what you should do. But the PNP's disciplinary body seemed to have broken down. And so when you let people get away with stuff like that, this is what happens. You lose control. And now they have gone from bringing down their own political institution to trying to do it on a national level. Yes, it's now seeping into our national politics what they did to the People's National Party. So this kind of behavior must never be taken lightly at any point in time. If the PNP did take care of this problem, from them do it to them, Jamaica would not deal with this right now. We'd have the result of a local government election, and who for concede, and who for be humble in their victory would have done so, and then the country can move on with the business of the people. But these guys were able to get away with it within their own organization, and now that they're in a local government election, not an internal like they did to their own party and tore it up. Now they're in the national politics. They're doing the same thing. So when I bring you the leak tomorrow I'm gonna do it. Either tomorrow or the following day, which will be, I think, either tomorrow or Monday. We're not gonna get for see. And I'm gonna bring you all of it. We're not gonna get for see that they do not respect democracy. They don't respect an election process. And they think that the way you respond to losing an election is to refuse to accept that you did, refuse to have respect for the process and say to the other person, okay, it's over. You came out victorious. We respect the people. Let's move on. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in conceding. They're entitled. And any smart person could have seen that what they did within their own party, they would impose that on our national politics. The EOJ spoke, and they come out with their own numbers. Them come out to them own thing. Remember the argument where they with Portmore. They made a lick out pan with the government did do with Portmore. right? I know this is what we have, but let me get Liz in here, guys. And Lord Jesus, no sir. Let us see. Maybe I look for something for Shoni, you know. Yeah, so if you're just joining, guys, this is the final count from the EOJ. And like I said, the EOJ put out a statement. The EOJ put out a statement, and likewise, some of the journalists, they basically carried it on their respective platforms. Like I forgot to upload the one that what that lady the name from I think I see him she work with Andrea Chisholm. She was the first one I saw announce it on her Twitter space. She said EOJ confirms that the governing JLP has won the 2024 local government election. JLP 7 municipal corporations, PNP 5. Kingston and St. Andrew tied, right? All right. So if Kingston and St. Andrew tie, guys, look on this. If Kingston and St. Andrew tie, a tie is not a win, you know, guys. A tie is not a win. And look on the mathematics here. So if him a say, God Almighty, we have to take my things back laugh. If him a say him get Kingston and St. Andrew, if him a say him get Kingston and St. Andrew and a tie then tie, why Andrew only can't put Kingston and St. Andrew on Fremont too? And that would have probably put him on 9, don't it? We have never seen this in history. Let us call this. Hi, Liz.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am good, you know. I am so happy and so good, so joyful.
You are on the program, so don't say anything you're not supposed to say. You're live.
No man. No
Say
man.
hi to the
No man.
audience.
Hello, audience. Good afternoon. Good night, Kelly. Good night, guys. After 6 now.
Yes.
Good night to you all and welcome.
Yes. So Liz, make we talk. Make we get another
Mhm.
something here. Make we get another
Right
something
from
here.
right from start.
Right from start. So
Could
the last time
could
you
I
were,
explain it?
hold on a second. The last time you were here with us last night, we were talking about what we knew so far, right? And the EOJ has since come out and made their public statement about who won and what the numbers are. And the JLP come out with 7, the PNP 5, right? But
Yes.
Mark Golding now come out with them alternative facts. As a matter of fact, it's lie, really. And
Right, yeah. It's very alternative.
yes, and then them put out an official statement to say, yes, PNP won the 2024 local election. But I just realized something, Liz. When they are counting this, the parishes that they're tied in, don't the EOJ say then tie in a Kingston and Saint. Hold on, let me look on this.
Yes, man. KSAMC, Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Council.
Yeah,
Let me explain explain that.
Hold
Let me
on a
help and
second.
explain.
Hold on a second. I am looking to make sure that it is Kingston and St. Andrew that they tied in, because some people, before I came on, people I said it was Kingston. Kingston alone are, they seem to be confused. But they were tied. But Mark Golding is counting Kingston and St. Andrew and Portmore and one heap or something, and I say a 7. Now go ahead and explain to the people then.
Okay, good night again, my fellow contributors to Natalie's program. There are 14 parishes in the country called Jamaica. 14. There are, however, legitimately in the Constitution 13 municipal council. Why is that so? Kingston does not stand on its own as a parish and a municipal council. It is fused into Kingston and St. Andrew. The PNP in government gave Portmore the franchise of directly electing the mayor. However, Portmore also is not an individual municipality. It is counted as one with St. Catherine. And therefore, legitimately, constitutionally, of the 13 parish councils or municipal councils, the Jamaica Labour Party has won 7. They have outrightly won 7. The People's National Party has won 5 of the 13. 7 plus 5 equals 12. The one that makes up the 13, the biggest one, is the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Council that has 40 divisions. In that 40 division, it was split evenly down the middle. The JLP won 20 division with 20 councillors. The PNP win 20 with 20 councillors. However, based on the counting of number of votes in each division, each of the 40 division, the PNP got more than the JLP. Therefore, Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew will be a PNP mayor. With the deputy mayor, it is all constitution. I'm asking you all to research. With the deputy mayor going to the JLP, the recent such situation occurred in 2016 in Trelawney. Paul Patmore was asked, or 2012, Paul Patmore was asked as an independent councillor to break the tie between the PNP and the JLP in that municipal council, and Paul Patmore chose the PNP councillor, I forgot his name, to be mayor, and that is how that tie was broken. In the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, as I said, the mayor, because of the number of votes that the PNP accumulated in all 20 divisions that they won, was a bit more than the JLP, so they will officially produce the mayor. But the deputy mayor will go to the JLP. It recently happened in St. Thomas, and the JLP councillor died. Therefore, the PNP, who got the most votes at the time, they were 4-4. And the PNP who had the most votes, then with the death of the JLP councillor, took the mayorship in default.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that, Liz. Guys, do you understand what Liz is saying? Now, Liz, I don't know if you saw the thing that Mark Golding put out, say, the PNP won 7. What is he counting? Explain to the people and what he's counting.
Oh, he's counting 40 division.
Please.
20 went to the JLP, 20 to the PNP. Because of the number of votes the PNP accumulated more than the JLP, they will form the mayor. He then is counting a victory. He's claiming that he has won Kingston and St. Andrew, which is not so. It is a tie, a deadie in terms of the 40 seats being split. But because PNP got more people voting for them than the JLP, then they will be mayor. Portmore also is not an individual municipality because it is not a parish. Therefore, it is one with the entire St. Catherine, because
right.
the council go to sit in the St. Catherine Parish Council also. But they have been given the franchise to be the the area that votes their mayor. They have a mayor, but they are not. So you see, this now tells the nation he has no knowledge of the Constitution of Jamaica. Civics need to come back in school. This man is opposition leader, given the job bogusly, and is in what do you call it, has no knowledge of what the Jamaican Constitution says about the tie in the local government election and the fact that Portmore only votes for its mayor, but it's a part of the St. Catherine Parish Council, and people out there are jump up out there and understand that the man don't know not about the Constitution, but he man whole post in our country as opposition leader, and he doesn't know the Constitution of the country. Interesting time ahead.
So Liz, how is the mainstream media handling this situation here, where you have a local government election just completed, you have the EOJ make the pronouncement, and then you have the government is not even celebrating at this point. Nobody's really celebrating except the losers, and I'm calling them losers because they are very. I don't have any more adjectives left because I don't want to be, a look of Viagra go out here, calling them names. But they are being ridiculous. And I have not really listened to the news cycle today, locally, mainstream media. So what are they saying, Liz?
No, well, the mainstream, there's a clip from Dean Jackson Miller this evening. I think Karen has posted it on my Facebook space, and I'm going to share a little later with you guys. But Dean Jackson Miller, in a gist, is saying that the People's National Party, see, we're going to get some battery. The People's National Party, led by Mark Golin and, of course, Nikisha Burchell, the telecommunication, whatever she is trying to strong arm the media to say what they want them to say. But Dean Jackson Miller said this evening, I will not do any sort of thing. I will not be saying what the PNP wants me to say, because I will speak to the facts as presented by the EOJ.
Who said that? Dean Jackson Miller?
Dean Jackson Miller on Beyond the Headlines this evening.
Oh.
She said it, the PNP, led by Mark Golin, wants us, the media, to say what they want us to say. But she will not do any such thing because she's speaking from the actual facts presented by the body that is a commission of the Parliament of Jamaica, the Electoral Office of Jamaica. And the woman is right. Mainstream on CBM, the CBM must be taken to task. They are promulgating, and it seems that if Mark Golin never pay them, they are also part of the coup, trying to confuse the public that Mark Golin, they win 7 and the JLP win 7. No such thing. Let us name the 14 parishes: Kingston, Portland, St. Thomas, St. Mary, St. Anne, Trelawney, Hanover, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, I know I call Westmoreland already. I'm call actually Clarendon, Manchester. Yeah, we have done the 14. The JLP has been victorious in Portland, St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney,
Clarendon.
Clarendon 6, and the 7th one would be which one did I leave out? The 7 parishes there, right? The PNP has one.
You're not for going to all of them. You're not for going to all of them. You don't have to go into all of them. We know what they are. But
right. Therefore, from in the 1930s, Kingston has been fused into St. Andrew. So that is one municipality. One. It is not 2 separate municipalities. It is one. Therefore, the JLP and the PNP there are 40 seats in Kingston and St. Andrew. 15 constituencies between the two of them, 40 divisional local government divisions. The PNP took 20. The PNP moving up from 19 and to 20. They win one more. The JLP lose one. It was 21-19. The JLP now has 20. The PNP have 20. However, more voters voted based on the winning result of the 20 PNP candidate councillors elected are garnered. So the PNP then, let's say the PNP collected 40,500 votes. The JLP collected like 38,000 votes. That is 2,500 less. However, because of that 2,500 more persons voting in the interest of the PNP, then the mayorship goes to the PNP. The deputy mayorship goes to the JLP. It's all in our constitution, and it is alarming that the People's National Party, with men of the caliber and women of the caliber who know the constitution, Dr. Phillips, Chris Jackson, Natalie, who was also a councillor, said Natalie Garvey, Dennis Daly, another councillor who stepped up to the MP, Lisa Hanna, who was Minister of Government also, when named Hugh Graham, who was a councillor, stepped up to be MP, is still sitting MP. Anthony Hilton supposed to be.
But Liz, hold on. You don't hear anybody else coming out and saying that they won, except for the cult within Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell. Not even Bunting here saying it. Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell. Eh?
Yes, only the wrong people.
Yes, only Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and what Bunting side chick name again? Nikisha Burchell. Those are the only people you hear. You don't hear anybody else in the PNP saying that, because they know it's not true. They know it's not accurate. It is not factual.
Right.
So
and they know their constitution. Interestingly enough.
But silence though. Silence can be viewed as complicity. They need to come out and say that this is not right. This is not so. We have lost. We have lost. You got to concede. Look here. One of the most humbling experiences that I observed for Andrew Holness was way earlier on in his political career, when Bruce Golding had to step down and Andrew Holness had to replace him. And he went into the election knowing damn well that he was going to lose. But Andrew Holness came out of the election, and when he faced the mainstream media and they asked him, Mr. Holness, what do you have to say about the election results? He said the people have spoken. And we have to go back to our drawing board and we have to figure out, where we're falling short with the people. He knew what happened. He knew that the people had lost the confidence of the Jamaica Labour Party with the Bruce Golding saga, the Dodo saga. He knew what the problem was. And yes, they had work to do after the incursion, they had work to do to say to the people who support them and the country that here, we have acknowledged, where we went wrong and we're back. But he was so gracious in defeat. Yes, he was. Likewise, when the PNP lost almost all their seats last election, and Philip Palwell had to come out and, concede. You always have somebody come out and concede. Philip Palwell came out and concede. And it was a shocker.
Dr. Phillips conceded that he had lost.
I didn't see his speech, but I saw Philip Palwell. I don't know if he was at the HQ or in constituency, but I remember the mainstream media interviewed him, and he was there with a few people, and he, made that little brief concession speech. That is what you do in a democracy. But these morons, and I'm sorry to be calling them that, guys, because only know me not like them.
It's not being vulgar.
They
are morons.
They cannot come out and they cannot do the right thing. They cannot say to the people of Jamaica, whether them are JLP, PNP, or no P, even if they don't want to speak and face the people because they're embarrassed, and you should not be embarrassed. This is a democracy. Should say to the people, you know, we accept the results. It is what it is, you know. We congratulate the Prime Minister and his administration, whatever you have to say. But certainly, you have a duty and a responsibility to tell the people that you accept the results. There is no reason for them to not accept the results, in the same way that if they had won, they would have accepted it. So what is happening in Jamaica, not only is it unprecedented, but it is dangerous. This is exactly what they did when they lost the internal election. That's why this man here, God knew what to do with him, Make him, sweep him out of the politics, bunting. Because God see the danger then come with.
Not only bunting, it is now, there's a color coding that countries use when things are getting to a certain, when it is coded red, it is dead dangerous. When it is coded orange, it is even worse. The fact of the matter is there is a constitutional lawyer, brilliant constitutional lawyer, Dr. Light Barnett, is very versed in the Constitution. He had to come out this evening, the media, mainstream media, the civil society, I think the church, private sector, the press conference that was held by the moron William Burchell, the Prime Minister, based on what she was saying in the press conference, she is challenging the EOJ, the Attorney General, the Solicitor General, the Ministry of Local Government, the Governor General, the Prime Office of the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security. There's one other ministry. She is challenging those organizations by stating in a press conference the PNP won the elections. That's what she said. The Prime Minister, based on the Constitution, can sense so that they are, because she's trying to create. She is acting as if she is trying to create
civil unrest.
And that is treasonous. That is treasonous.
A civil unrest them want to happen because, you know, this I've never seen anything like this, and I'm just hoping and praying that the well-thinking people of the country, whether them in a parliament, out of parliament, in a mainstream or not, they must see the danger that is preceded by, you know, I mean, these people are just boy, I don't know if it's about them people here. There's no way you can be in our parliament and do not want to accept that. And I like say them accuse the EOJ of corruption or rigging or nothing, you know. They have not, well, Mark Golding is not accusing the EOJ of that. He is telling the EOJ where him win, where him think him win. Even though the EOJ, why do we need an EOJ, by the way? If you're going to be telling people, you know, how you won, what is the point in having an EOJ?
But let us look at something. What the country needs to have done now, to be done now. KC, OJA, whatever else title might behind him name. The country needs a press conference tomorrow held at office of the leader of opposition with Percival Noel James Patterson, with Mark Golding beside him. Just the two of them explaining where Mark Golding with PJ is going to speak first and explain the situation that the People's National Party has accepted the results as they stand. 7 parishes, 1 by the Jamaica Labour Party, 5 by the People's National Party, with the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Council tied at 40, the People's National Party get more vote than the JLP, so they will form the mayor. They will give the country the mayor, and the deputy comes from the JLP. When PJ finishes speaking, Mark Golden should then speak also to the nation, telling the nation that I have accepted as opposition leader the result as they stand based on the institution called Electoral Office of Jamaica, formulated, developed under the stewardship of Prime Minister Percival Dowell James Patterson. If him not come out as the man will build it, and I see the danger with this white boy project towards the country, well, he must pay the consequences that he need to come out that in the EOJ. And these people are threatening the foundation of the country's democracy. Nikisha Burchell can be charged for treason. She can be charged libel. It spoke this afternoon. So Percival Noel James Patterson, as the advisor to Mark Golden time, said for Monday night for H2.
Yes, he did.
He need a press conference and the two of them sit down and talk to the nation and tell the nation what a PJ Patterson set up the EOJ inbuilt. First person he gave the job to was Dan Bill Walker when bring home from America. Him build it, so he need to come out and sit down beside Mark Golden, face the press, and deal with the matter and deal with it now decisively.
No, some never seen nothing like this yet. You see what happened to the people
never seen anything like this.
The people in America who tried that in 2016. Every last one of them been prosecuted successfully and sent to prison.
2020.
What I say 2016, 2020. I'm sorry. Yes, but every last one of them had to pay the consequence. No, them and me talk. They say the people them go up at the capital, go make people dead and them something there. Me talk about those. The one them who try interfere now with the election. They are still on trial, and likewise Donald Trump. It's a very serious thing they're doing. What they're doing should not be taken lightly. Countries and democracies get ruined by people like these. Civil unrest. So we not play with them things here. When you lose, you must acknowledge and tell the people, I accept the decision and the results and the will of the people. You must always do that. So I don't know what kind of style them people here come with. I come talk about we another put out statement pan letterhead. I talk about them win. Nobody in Jamaica ever do that, guys. Nobody in Jamaica has ever done that. Mark Golden barely, look here, Mark Golden barely born in Jamaica. Where does he find the gall to come to Jamaica doing this kind of thing? We're not used to this, people. We're not used to this at all. This man is damn out of order. And we not take them thing lightly because we don't want to see no unrest and them something that over politics. Look here, we left that behind from in the 80s. So these people calling themselves Rise United Movement, look here, they shouldn't even be called the People's National Party because nobody in the PNP has ever done that. Nobody in the PNP has ever done that. Them are people, they're just a hostile group of power-hungry set of people. That is it.
Yeah, and you know what is interesting now? Karen Cross, former president of the PNP, while you're a member of the PNP, still is a member of the People's National Party, made a declaration in a letter to the then chairman of the disciplinary committee, John Jr., former Minister of Government. He took the matter to the media and Mark Golden arbitrarily said him expel Karen Cross. Now, 4 gentlemen in 1952 went ahead of the PNP and was teaching the people about socialism, communism. Norman Manley came under pressure from the membership of the People's National Party to expel the four men. They weren't doing any anti-PNP thing, were just running too far ahead, explaining to the general public what are the features of a socialist-led society or a communist-led society, which benefit the general populace. They were expelled. This group, on two occasions, one in 2018, they signed a letter. Mark Golin instigated that 14 other persons with himself signed, including Angela Brownberg, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell, Ian Ailes. Those are the key players in that coup attempt, saying that they were going to the Governor General to have Dr. Peter David Phillips, duly elected President of the PNP and opposition leader, removed. That was the first coup. The disciplinary committee, Dr. Phillips challenged them and said, go ahead. And they had to back down. The disciplinary committee did not call Mark Golin and the set and the other fight to a disciplinary hearing meeting. They left it in the ear and it festered. They then in 2019 challenged Dr. Phillips again for the party's presidency and lost. What did they do? They upped the ante of their coup attempt. No, it is essential. We need to hear from KD Knight, John Jr.,
Donna Scott, all the lawyers in the PNP.
PJ Patterson, Robert Pickersgill, a peer lawyer named Yatal.
Okay.
Philip Parnell, Anthony Hilton, what's your name? Jess.
Zulika Jess.
Jesus, the list long. There are about two in Clarendon. Cousins is a lawyer. Oswald Senior is a lawyer. All of them are still in the PNP. Lord of mercy, the list long. But no, Luna Samba, Mark Golin and people at the disciplinary committee, all of those lawyers need to get together, whether tomorrow, whenever. We need the public, the general public. We need to hear from who what's supposed to happen to Mark Golin, the Birchell thing, Peter Bunting, Ian Ailes, certainly Dayton Campbell, because disciplinary committee you need to act. No, because them people are planned to overthrow the Constitution of Jamaica. Them not just overthrow the PNP again. Them are planned to overthrow the Governor General, run up a King's House, stick him up, overthrow the Constitution. So the disciplinary committee of the People's National Party needs to act and act. No, PJ Patterson needs to be demanded out to a press conference with Mark Golin. It needs to happen fast.
And not just that, it look like so them are plan for overthrow Andrew Holness too. You know, see it?
Then the Constitution, overthrow the Governor General, you overthrow Andrew.
Boy, I mean, I for church PNP. Boy, I mean, I tell you, you more PNP, Jamaica. What Jamaica could have done in the world, so, if you deserve this a kind of wickedness, yeah. Eh?
Absolutely not. The people have not deserve. Not the people have not do. The poor people are innocent. But the fact of the matter, people don't like it, but I am going to say it again. All of this situation was created from as far back as 1991, when then Prime Minister Michael Norman Manley, people fondly call him Joshua, made a ruling as Prime Minister of Jamaica on the matter involving the Shell waiver deal. He fired the then by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister in charge. He had a super ministry. First of all, Noel James Patterson was fired by Michael Joshua Norman Manley. And that resulted in PJ wanting revenge against the PNP, the Manleys, Dr. Philip Portia. And so he propped up Bunting. He advised Luther Buchanan said so. We can go research it. They never said so in an interview. Luther Buchanan said PJ told Peter Burkett Bunting to challenge Dr. Phillips in 2019. having lots in that
Liz, at this point in time, what do you expect to hear from the mainstream media of Jamaica with Mark Golding coming out and giving the people them alternative information, which is incorrect, which is not factual, which is him trying to save his own butt because him know that if him lose a local government election, the comrades them are going to be asking him to leave. So this is what it's all about. This is what it is all about. First of all, they commissioned Dan Anderson and paid Dan Anderson how much hundreds of thousands of dollars to run poll. Hold on. To run poll on their leader. And they declared him unelectable based on those polls that they commissioned. Now Mark Golding coming and he has polled low since the day he called himself leader. And the people them say, hold on, you tell we say Dr. Phillips polled it low and him unelectable. Then what make you electable with a poll that is lower? Him say COVID make him never get no traction. He say him find every excuse as to why the people should pardon and excuse him for his low polls. Because these narcissistic psychopaths in politics, they don't believe the rules apply to them, and the same rules that they apply to other people, they don't apply to them either. So he says, you know what? I'm staying. My polls are low. I'm staying, that Dr. Phillips left because we said he should, because his polls were low, but we are staying. So now, when he faces his first election and lose, this is what he does. He comes out and tell them, I didn't lose. I got 7. When the EOJ was put in place to conduct our election, them do the work and then come out and say, this is what it is. The media host them, everybody, and the man still say him win. Why? Because him know that losing, the comrades are going to say, sir, we're not going to bother with you. Because that is what they did to Peter Phillips. So that same method, apply to them. So here he goes now. We have a Donald Trump in Jamaica.
And of course, the fact of the matter is Donald Trump inserted violence. Police officer was killed. Vice President Pence had to run for his life. No, this man is attempting to do the same thing. The only difference is that the Jamaican populace, the man in the street person, the woman on the corner person, understand the situation and will not be lured into run out there in Mark Golding's interest. Was born in the United Kingdom, to Liverpool. You will run out in his interest and have confrontation with soldiers of the country, because that is where he is heading. Therefore, again, I am saying the People's National, there must be emergency meeting tonight of the members of Parliament based on how the situation is spiraling out of control. And the statement being the PNP must disassociate itself. Just like how Meadows has been asked, who shouldn't have been in the PNP any at all from the 1940s, who should never have been near the PNP. This Nikisha Burchell person must also be asked. No, she must be asked and disassociated from the People's National Party. Because we're not in a no home, we're not in a no remote with the EOJ or PG party. So much Prime Minister when the whole thing was worked out.
So, Liz, is it true that Nikisha Burchell went on the record saying that the PNP won the local government election?
She had a press conference. Jesus, it was on radio. Try go to Cliff News for the 5 o'clock news. I listen to him. All who can go no use on the device and go. She was live on Cliff News this evening in a press conference. Don't let me know about papers because I love by the office of the opposition leader. She said it. I heard some of it. We thank you, voters, blah blah, but it's It is not so. The EOJ, I think Anthony said, we don't want to lie down. The EOJ is a liar. It's we with the election.
Jesus, Father.
It is on. She's live on Cliffview this evening. Live. One of their list of lawyers, experienced lawyers, Patrick Atkinson, um, Jesus, the list long. There are a list of brilliant legal luminaries. Somebody needs to come and PJ participate go to a press conference with our Mark Golin said. I tell people long time and they must be a mad one. Mark Golin said it on Monday night. This victory is for PG and Portia, and PG advised me. He must come with him at the press conference because him and the foundation and all of this. These people are planning a coup to overthrow the legitimately elected local government official. The JLP wants 7 parishes, the PMP wants 5. There is a tie in the 13th municipality, Kingston and St. Andrew. The PMP will form the mayor because they got more votes in the municipality. And these people are planning a coup because delusionally, Peter Murcutt thinks he can still buy him way to prime minister.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
dream is dead. The dream is dead. Peter Murcutt pouring of the dream. The dream is dead. The People's National Party needs to act. Dean Jackson Miller says, and I can go research it too this evening. The PNP, led by Mark Golin, wants to muscle us into saying what they want us to say. She's president of the Press Association of Jamaica. I will not do any such thing. I will speak to the facts presented to me and the press by the EOG, or they can go find it.
But Liz,
Liz,
send it come give me, please. Send it come give me, because it sound to me like the people are call her and a harass her if you go talk things where she's not supposed to talk.
Mark Golin have a set of goons and them look like them illiterate and he might go around the country. He knows nothing about the Jamaican Constitution, and he was not familiar with civics when he go with a prep school kind come here when he was 3-year-old. So PG either some called female, he need to have a press conference with Mark Golin right beside him. Like Barnett, Dr. Like Barnett, the very first legal mind on the Jamaican, is a great, brilliant constitutional lawyer.
So what on there? So what on there?
And that's how it is.
People on the live here, I want to know if you take notes, say, these are not a bright set of people. Not only are they not bright, but they are very dangerous, narcissistic, psychopathic. And I make no apology in saying that. They are psychopaths. When you look at the People's National Party and see who all are coming out talking about we won, only the psychopaths, the Mark Golding, the Dayton Campbell, and Nikisha Burchell. They're psychopaths, guys. We don't want these people to be leading Jamaica, where they cannot even as simple as accept an electoral defeat. I've never seen this in Jamaica. And it must never happen again. And I'm surprised that Andrew Holness, yes, him come do him press conference on Monday night, which was good. But Andrew Holness need to say more, and he needs to call it what it is. You cannot want to lead a country. You cannot want to lead a country, and you cannot. One of the simplest things and one of the simplest norms of leadership is to accept defeat, be gracious in defeat. And you not only have a duty to do that as a leader, but the people who are your supporters and the country at large, they must see you as a person who is decent enough to come out and say, I accept the will of the people. Thank you very much. And move on with your life. This is ridiculous, and we must talk out against this. We must not sit down and join the people who are perpetuating this lie. We need to call this the big lie because it is, and keep spreading this kind of misinformation to the Jamaican people. No, and I'm very happy for these platforms because with these platforms we can go ahead and help to inform the nation.
Of course we can. But and the Prime Minister instantaneously, the government of Jamaica issued a statement based on what Bertel was saying. They issued a statement, and Young Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party, also issued a statement because they realize what is really happening here. You
Yes,
understand?
let's see it.
It is not a big lie, It is a colossal lie.
Papa Jesus.
Mark Jefferson Golden is psychologically mendacious. He is a threat to the democracy of Jamaica. PNP, MP, move him now. Mark Percival Noah, James Patterson, KC, JN, OP, whatever you title them behind your name. You need to do a press conference with this man and make him understand. You have to tell him, make the public know. Step down and step down now. PNP, MP, you must do something in the national interest. Democracy is under threat from the Rise United movement led by Mark Mullin, Peter Bunting, Ian Hale, Clayton Campbell, Angela Brownworth, and her husband. It is a serious matter. Don't take it light.
All right, Liz. Well, thank you so much
Anytime.
for your contribution. We're back here tomorrow night.
All right. Let us look at tomorrow night. Please, can I just one small topic? The bylaws relating to where can candidates or caretakers for constituencies and electoral divisions in local government, can they be out of their divisions on constitution and election day? We need to look at that too because we understand certain persons will be impacted. So tomorrow.
Yes, all right, Liz. Thank you so much. As always.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Yes, all right. Yeah, guys. So Liz was talking about what the G2K had to say. That is the youth arm of the Jamaica Labour Party. So, with all the misinformation that Mark Golding is doing, and as Liz said, the colossal lie, they have released this, which I saw on Twitter before I came on. And here it says local government election 24 results explained. JLP 7, PNP 5, 1 tied. And here it says who won. The JLP has won the LGE, JLP 7, PNP 5. The winner of any local government election is the party winning the majority of the 13 municipal corporations of our parish councils. KSA tied, popular vote. Kingston and St. Andrew have an even split of divisions 2020 in this case. The popular vote, the total number of votes in KSA determined the mayor. Why 13? Each parish hosts a municipal corporation except Kingston and St. Andrew, which share a municipal corporation, the KSAMC. What about Portmore? Portmore is counted within St. Catherine. Remember, guys, we not make Portmore a parish, If it happened and I fell asleep on it, let me know. But as far as I know, Portmore is not a parish. The EOJ has never included Portmore on the list of parish councils won in a local government election. This was very good by the G2K to put out this information. However, you have to do more than this because you're trying to inform a country. And in informing a country, you have to choose the right medium to do so, right? A press conference is one good way of explaining this. And sometimes when you have a people that is so persistent with propaganda, you have to repeat and be repetitive, right? As you are trying to, keep the people informed and bring them the truth. So you may want to keep saying this on various mediums and different platforms and settings, in addition to what the mainstream media are say. Because I not hear nobody from mainstream media right now I come out and a fight with the EOJ or a dispute anything that they have said. Here is the young miss, I can't keep calling her young miss, she's been around forever. Andrea Chisholm said it today. EOJ confirms for the first time that the governing JLP has won the 2024 local government election, JLP 7, PNP 5. There's nobody in mainstream media that is agreeing with what Mark Golding is saying and going against the EOJ. This is very dangerous, guys. And whether you are PNP, JLP, or no P, you must be wise enough and be smart enough to see this as a threat to our democracy. It is a very serious threat, as my correspondent in Kingston, Liz, just explained, and like I've explained. You cannot have people who are undermining the election board and the people who conduct our elections. Taxpayers pay these people to conduct our elections. And we're supposed to have the confidence of these people. And it is a bipartisan entity. You have PNP on there. This guy here you're looking at, he's one of them on there. A two PNP upon it. Him and the other guy named Skeffrey. And I think you have two JLP on it and some other rest of people. So it's not a closed door room with just one set of political affiliated people or whatever upon it. No. And it was a good thing, I think, to make sure that everybody is at the table. So how is it? How is it that we should ever believe anything these people say and accept them as any opposition? They're not an opposition. They're just a very hostile, desperate group of people with no boundary and who would do just about anything to undermine our very institutions. Some of them, they're still developing and needs more development. You know, some of them they're already shaky, and these guys look like they want to destroy our country. They want to destroy our country, and we cannot allow it. We do not want no Trumpism in a Jamaica. 90% or so of the people are African people. Right? See the quote here. See the quote here forwarded many times in our WhatsApp. Dion Jackson Miller. I am not changing election reporting at the behest of the PNP. The PNP is trying to twist everyone's hand to report it to suit them. But we report based on what the EOJ reports. See, they forwarded many times in our WhatsApp. This sound to me like them a call Dion Jackson Miller and a harasser and abuser. Figure report where them want. You see them people are out of order? Eh? Dion Jackson Miller in all the years me know her and I listen to her. Dion Jackson Miller is a veteran in our mainstream media. And I never see Dion Jackson Miller come talk this way. In a no election reporting and them something. This is a very strong statement from a veteran. And I think Lisa, she's the president of the Press Association. Want to tell me if I true or so it go. Me never know that, but me know say she has a lot of experience and been around for a very long time. I remember Diane Jackson Miller before she had dreads. Long time. So me glad for see people like her are standing up to these tyrants. Right? Guys, if you did follow me long time, 3 years ago, you don't know me, I warn the nation about them people. Yeah. Me warn the nation, say be careful of them. Right? I even went as far as to write a letter to the United States Embassy and the State Department because they try to do so. They try out for me. It never work. But me say they are, clearly, I'm not in their immediate surrounding for them to harm me. And even if I was, I am no pushover. But this became bigger than me or bigger than whatever they were trying to do, right? As I told you guys, I studied psychology 3 years. Abnormal psychology was one of the most interesting things, our courses. And when I see people with their kind of behavior who have no boundary and who will do anything, I realized that Jamaica is faced and is up against with a very dangerous cult. And I expressed that in my letter to the US Embassy and the State Department. I want to see the former US ambassador came out and spoke about the wickedness that Bunting was doing. So everybody started finding them out little by little. I said, but hold on, them are people and a politician. Them can't be no politician and behave them kind of way. And see, get worse and worse here. Them go kill Melissa and cover it up, right? Because the power them say at any means, no boundary, right? So them go kill Melissa and cover it up, and now at this them a come with undermine the people them who conduct our elections. Uno not see the danger, people. Don't take my word for it. Uno not see the danger. Put the woman in a casket and turn on a cover it up. And I expel how much people out of party, but them cannot say on the record that they have expelled this man right here. This is ridiculous to me. This is ridiculous. And they have some of the most unintelligent people around them trying to help them carry out this narrative. But I am so proud. I am so proud of my Jamaican people. Yeah. I have very high regard for my Jamaican people because the people are not fooled enough. I am watching social media and some spaces that I am in, and I am seeing how the people are reacting to them and how they're trying to attack the EOJ, attack the mainstream media, attack the journalists. I don't walk with a spirit of fear, Marilyn. Trust me, I'll be just fine. I don't worry about these people. I've never hidden myself from them. I've always been open about, what I say. I don't worry about them. I worry about Jamaica. You understand? So that's what you should be concerned about too. Be concerned about Jamaica and the threat that it faces with these people. And it's the truth. We cannot have people undermining our institutions, right? We cannot have people like these in our politics. So I am glad. I think Alice just sent me this. What Diane Jackson Miller say. Yes, she just sent it to me. She's not going to. I am not changing election reporting at the behest of the PNP. The PNP is trying to twist everyone's hand. This is a very strong statement, guys. When she said they're trying to twist everyone's hand, it means that they are literally reaching out to and contacting people and try to convince them to change the way they're reporting. This is what tyrants do. This is what tyrants do. So this is it for us. The EOJ has spoken. The Jamaican people have spoken. And what we have in our result is 7 for the government side and 5 for the opposition side. We thank the EOJ for their hard work and dedication, right? We expect to see, the thing become more sophisticated, right? In the way that they communicate. I didn't see a press conference. I thought we'd see one today. I don't think I missed it, but sometimes you have to come out and face the people rather than writing a statement and put it out there. Because most people, they probably won't see it, or they're not on your platforms, whatever. But we thank the decent people them too. We thank the decent people them too who in the politics and in the mainstream media for standing up for what is right. Right? Yes. Um Carlton, I'm gonna look at all the emails this weekend, my friend. And hopefully tomorrow, tomorrow we'll have the phone lines open over here. It is gonna be a celebration because I know say a whole heap of people. They want the phone line open. So we're gonna try and make that happen tomorrow, guys. That way, you all can call in and we can have. She's no longer okay. Thank you for that information. I am listening to the program and my heart is so sad right now to see and hear what is happening to our democracy at the behest of these buffoons. Yeah, man. So, guys, thank you for your participation. We're going to go now and come back tomorrow. I have made some changes to the schedule, in terms of what we talk about, because tonight, this was not scheduled to be discussed tonight. I was supposed to come and talk about healthcare, the state and the status of healthcare in Jamaica, and give you some data, make some comparisons. That is what we were going to do tonight. But because the EOJ came out and spoke today, I wanted to bring you the final result directly from them. So we won't be talking about this anymore, in terms of, what the EOJ said and what the final results are. I am sure that there will be other things such as, the intimidation and misinformation, whatever. But if we must talk more about that, it would just be in passing. It won't be a real topic of discussion here. So we're going to move on with the state of the healthcare tomorrow. I've got a very good, well organized presentation for you guys, and we're going to look at the state of our healthcare from way back them time there until today, and we're going to compare it to our regional friends and those in developed countries. You're going to love it. So don't forget, guys, come back over here so tomorrow night for that broadcast. All right? So I hope you guys enjoyed Liz's explanation. Nobody knows it like Liz, because Liz lives and dies for this stuff. She's very much a pro person who participates in the affairs of her country however she can. All right, guys, we have membership over here. Only can sign up for the membership over here. Right, and get some content before anybody else does. There are some perks to having membership. Just click on the join button and you will see how to do that. We appreciate every last one of you over here. So tomorrow now, when I come back from the phone place, yeah, tomorrow. Yes, because I have a teenager and she's doing everything. When them reach 15-year-old guys, a time for them start drive, a time for them want to work, they want to do everything. So that's what I've been busy doing. Getting my daughter to her driving lessons, all of them something there. Wanna know it go. So tomorrow now I'm gonna be so free that I'm gonna put up the phone number. It's gonna be a WhatsApp phone number. So any which party then at the world you can call you so. So I'm gonna put up the phone number before the program starts. And I must add it to no WhatsApp, right? And I think I may go ahead and open a WhatsApp group with that phone number so that we can be in that space together as well. And we can have a more fluent dialogue if you so wish. The email has been convenient so far, right? And you guys have been communicating through that. So thank you for taking the time. Thank you for taking the time. to reach out and contacting us and everything like that. So I wonder who will be the first caller tomorrow. May have a feeling say it's gonna be Sonia. Yes, one of our members over here. Sonia or Mr. Carlton, right? So guys, this program over here. So if you're just joining the platform, thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't do so, if you haven't done so. But if you're just joining over here, guys, you see that program here? Over here, so I decided to come out here and start doing this. I've been a member of this platform for a long time, maybe like since 2015, but I haven't really been blogging on here. And everybody has been saying, why don't you go on YouTube? Go on YouTube. I'm saying, Lord Jesus, me not no time for go over YouTube. You know, because it just seems so time consuming, hectic. But when they kill Melissa and cover it up, I say, no, nobody not talk up for the woman. Everybody gone silent. And it started to look like a cover up. Eh? When them say the woman dead in her sleep, the woman have aneurysm, when we look, then gunshot the woman and I take political party to help them cover up them crime. They won't have to talk out, man. So I have morphed this platform into, you know, justice for Melissa. And only know anybody who follow my blogs, them know me talk about the politics. Yes, that's what I am known for. I talk about women advocacy stuff, like I've shared with you guys here, my women's advocacy work over the years. I don't do that so much anymore, but I've morphed this platform into women's advocacy and the politics. And so far, based on the feedback, I think you guys like what we're doing over here. Like I always say, if you have any suggestions that you want to make, or any suggestions of how we can modify things or, add, subtract, whatever, feel free to say that. Okay? We are not opposed to criticism over here. The only thing that we ask is let us keep the platform to let us keep the platform, make it an intelligent platform where we can have a civil discourse. We don't have to agree all the time, and we can be strongly opinionated. We're Jamaican people. We are going to be strongly opinionated, and we're going to talk strong, and that's okay. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to antagonize, harass, bully, intimidate, and them kind of thing there to each other over here. We're adults and we can certainly sit at the table and have a civil discourse. You're not bound to agree with everything I say, and I'm not bound to agree to everything that you guys or even Liz have to say. But I am always going to respect your views and respect your opinions over here. What is the starting time tomorrow? I think I may come on I think I may come on at 6 p.m. tomorrow, because if we're going to open up the phone lines, clearly we may have to go 2 hours to give people to do the presentation and then give people a chance to engage. So we're going to start tomorrow at 6 o'clock and see how it goes from there. Keep on talking for the people and to the people. Yes. I remember say over here, guys, whether it's the government or the opposition, anybody we ever tell the truth, and we don't come out here come pick on people, right? We're not gonna use this platform to bring down people. The politicians in Jamaica and those who hold the power to run the country, they are public figures and they are answerable to the people. So when we come over here so now and we are talk about the country and those who are in charge, we are gonna talk about those people, you know. And when they're wrong, we're going to say we don't agree with that and they're wrong. But we're not going to come out here and pick on random citizens. We're not going to come out here and pick on bloggers and vloggers and bring them down. We're not going to do that kind of style over here. So sometimes I see people come and mention in my comments about other YouTube vloggers and stuff, and I don't really comment on it because I don't want me and no YouTube vlogger to in on a problem. I don't really look what they do. If they look what I do, that's fine. I don't have any problem with them. They're in their lane, I'm in my lane. If they come over here, come support me, that's okay. There are a few that I support, and they know themselves. And when I say I support them, I see them on, me will go press like on them stuff. Me will even share some of it too. That's the type of person I am. You understand? So I want to spread the word about this platform here. We're approaching 20,000 subscribers. We started doing this in December. So we're at December, January, February. We are going our fourth month now, so that's not too bad. But make sure so una share up the content over here. And as I always say, we don't come out here so come beg. We don't do them style there. However, if you appreciate our content, and if you appreciate, my correspondent Liz in Kingston, who I think she does a great job, in explaining and enlightening, you can feel free to use the super chat and make a contribution of gratuity toward the platform, right? But you're not going here will come out here pressure people and I go and like say, una entitled for leave money over you. I don't like that at all, right? But if you are feeling generous, and people have done that, and we appreciate it, if you feel generous and you want to show your appreciation for the work that is put into the platform and the content that is created here, feel free to do so. We're not opposed to that. So, what else do I need to say? Nothing really. So tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., 6 p.m., I'm sorry, we're gonna go from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So call all nurses, call all doctors, call all nursing assistants, call all nurse practitioners, all physicians assistants, all everybody, all porter, everybody will have to do with the healthcare system of Jamaica. Call the whole of them over here so tomorrow night. Yes. So wanna come back tomorrow, guys, and we will follow up. We are supposed to do it from last week, but through the election it pushed back. But that's okay. Just come back tomorrow. Make sure you're sharing the live and liking it. And I will see you guys then. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night.